So the product that I'm going to talk about today is called Pythias. Now, we like to think of Pythias as a friendship banking solution. Now, what I mean by friendship banking is when we began working on this, we looked around and tried to establish what is the most user-friendly, the most intuitive interface, and we established that person-to-person communication, the way you communicate with your friend, the way I'm talking to you now, is the most intuitive, it's what we are used to. So what we set out to do was build a solution in retail banking that brings retail banking services and products to the customers in the most intuitive way, in a channel akin to communicating with your friend. So what is Pythias? It's the most personal, intuitive, and intelligent and accessible mode of accessing your banking products and services. Simply put, personal. It's similar to talking to your friend. That's the bar that we set. So I hope to show you how we try to achieve that. So I'll speak a bit into the challenges that we are trying to address with this product. And first is what we call the traditional challenges. Now, these are things like banking time restrictions, banking distance restrictions. No one has time to go to the bank. We're all busy doing our different activities. Things like customer care queries where there's a set of customer care agents who respond to the same questions day in, day out. So these are the traditional challenges. And I'm calling them traditional challenges because we acknowledge that there are technology solutions already in existence that try and address these problems. But the fundamental challenges in those solutions, because we are talking about USSD, SMS, web portals, you need to remember a bunch of keywords, you need to remember to navigate through deep menus, you need to, there are basically challenges that we see in the products that are existing in the market at the moment. And so we are trying to bridge that gap. As I pointed out earlier, and this is what I want you guys to keep in mind as I demonstrate this product, is we want to make it as accessible as you talking to your friend. So I think we'd all agree that this is not how we'll plan a meeting with your buddy, for example. It's more intuitive, it's more personal. We'll use channels like Twitter or SMS or email to chat with our friends. So we're trying to bring this level of accessibility to retail banking products and services. So I'll go straight into it. I'm going to show you a demo. Please, if you could move to the HDMI display. Oh, great, we have it here. So this is my phone. I will just go into the Twitter application and compose a new, it wants to know my location, and I'll compose a new message. So we have a dummy account that we are using for testing, Citi Self-Care. So I'll compose a message and direct it to Citi Self-Care. And say, for instance, I want to check my bank balance, for example. So I'll just write a message here. What's my account balance? And I'll send that out. What happens here, you'll notice that requests are in natural language, completely natural language, just the same way you'd talk to someone. There are no keywords, no menus, just ask the question as you normally would naturally. So what happens is that the platform links my social identity on Twitter with the Citi API and sends me back a response there. So you see, I have 3 accounts in Citi. They have a lot of money. So those are the 3 accounts that I have. So I'm going to try something a bit more elaborate. For instance, I want to go to the bank or to the ATM. So I'll just ask, send me a taxi from Westlands. No, let's try from where we are, Villa Rosa, Kempinski. Villa Rosa, Kempinski to, let's say, ATM, for example. So you'll notice also that this is in natural language. We integrate with a lot of third-party APIs to enable us to do this. So if this one works, a lot of things will have gone right. So what we have done is, from the request, the natural language request, we have a natural language processing algorithm that allows us to convert this request into a service request on the network, on the business side. So we use IBM Bluemix provides us with Watson services, which is really fantastic in natural language processing to augment our natural language processing algorithms. So we also talk to Google geocoding APIs to geocode Villa Rosa Kempinski to an actual lat-long geolocation. We talk to Uber to send us the cab. So what normally happens is that a response is sent back with the details of the cab request. That's what normally happens. Now I'll jump to one more use case. All right, sorry about that. I'll jump to one more use case. For instance, I want to get a brief statement of my of my transaction. So I can ask the system to email me my last 10 transactions. Oh, wait. There we go. So your ride has been received. Thank you. Thank you. So it gives you an ETA when the driver, the time it'll take to arrive to your destination, an estimate and a fee estimate from Uber's. Now, Uber API needs the driver to actually acknowledge it. So I'm going to simulate that if you'll allow me, because we don't have a driver outside there waiting to answer to this. So allow me to just get the request ID for this and simulate that. So I've basically simulated a scenario where the driver will accept my request for a ride from Villa Rosa to the ATM, and I will proceed with the other example. But if it works out, you'll see the message pop up. But in the interest of time, I will proceed to one more illustration. So email me my what did you want? My last 10 transactions. My last 10 transactions, there we go. So now, when I spoke about the channels, we are looking to bring these banking products and services to the user as opposed to the converse, which is the user going for these products. So bringing these products to SMS and Twitter and email, which are channels that a majority of the clients are on, it changes that service delivery model of actually bringing these products and services to the client rather than the converse. And I've received a confirmation, and you see up here I have an email that has just come in. It's from Citi Transactions. And there we go. That's a list of my last couple of transactions. Thank you very much. Could we please switch back to the laptop? So why should Citi care about this product? Well, for one, revenue generation. We feel that by adding a new channel from which users can access the banking products and services, we present a new channel for revenue generating. But it goes a bit deeper into that. We think of it as this is an innovative product. It's a bit disruptive. You might agree. So in that it's not been implemented. So we believe that it'll not only serve to retain the current users, but also to attract new users, which in the long term translates to revenue. So that's one. Secondly, accessibility. As you can see, we're trying to make it very accessible. We are bringing these services to the user. You just have to sit there and we bring them to you, to the channels where you are, to the the platforms where the customers are. In addition to making it very easy to use with natural language and making it language agnostic and all. So extensibility. This is something that we put a lot of work into. We've presented a third-party API where existing products can interface with with our system to leverage the functionality that we offer. So the existing software infrastructure within Citi can still work with this. This can still work with the existing infrastructure. Engagement. We feel that this product not only increases user engagement, but also increases the quality of user engagement. So for instance, what I was talking about customer care queries, you can come up with a way to use it in that it automatically responds to certain queries rather than people having to call and wait X minutes for a customer care agent. Now, I'll speak. I can see that you guys are wondering about security. so I'll speak a bit into that. Security, we took a three-pronged approach in addressing security. We are aware that this is a banking product, and security is very important because these are financial transactions we're talking about. This is financial data that's being sent back and forth. So the three-pronged approach. One, network. On the network level, we ensured that all packets transmitted, whether it's on the internet or within the Citi applications, is SSL encrypted. And so there's no plain text passwords moving around in the network. Now, secondly, we implemented a custom security layer where this application basically ensures that all requests coming in are properly validated, authenticated, and authorized. Each transaction coming in. Now, we didn't stop there. We went further and built an intelligent machine learning-based authentication model where the system assesses the usage patterns of every user, and where there's a deviation from the normal patterns, it triggers re-authentication. So we feel that we really properly addressed the issue of security. Now, this is just an architectural design of the system. So the user talks to the webs, to the platforms that they are familiar with, the web, SMS, and all, and the system reads the messages from these platforms and communicates with the banking products and services via the Citi API. Thank you very much. I'm open to questions.
Round of applause, please. That was fantastic. Can I have any questions from the audience? One question right there. And we'll do one over here. Please, you go first, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you. It's a very good presentation. My question is with regard to customer inquiries. My understanding is that these queries would be linked to individuals who are on social media. How would this application apply for the corporate customer who probably has multiple individuals who are authorized to get information from a specific account?
Okay, thank you for the question. Two things. One, as I pointed out earlier, this solution is targeted primarily at retail banking, at the retail banking market. But I also pointed out that it's very extensible in terms of the functionality that you can leverage of this system. So in a corporate setting, it is possible to, you see what the basics of what happens is that it just links the social media account to the identity on the bank, on the bank API. So in a corporate setting, we can just use 10 users or 20 users instead of one. So it is possible. It's an extensible platform. There are a lot of possibilities that you can leverage from this.
Okay.
Thank you.
And we have a question from that side of the room.
My question, sorry. Thanks. It's a very good presentation.
Thank you.
Something that I've been aiming to look at in future.
Good.
And my question will be like this. In regards to financial transaction,
yes,
and you have multiple accounts, yes, how are you able to specify which one you want to get, in particular, get your statement? That is one. Two, how are you onboarding customers, and what kind of criteria are you using on the back, how to connect? Thirdly, can you use the different languages that you have? There's Sheng, the teenagers don't speak, don't type the normal English.
Yes.
So how are you able to pick that and be able to decipher it to financial transaction and be able to engage further? And thirdly, on the back end, customer care. On the back end, how can we integrate with the customer care department to pick the messages from the desktop point and be able to interact into one-to-one, like WhatsApp, all that stuff?
Okay. I'll start with the last one because that's the one I remember. About customer care, integrating with customer care. Now, my perception of what customer care do is basically receive a lot of similar questions or a lot of repetitive questions and give out the same answers frequently. So what? Sorry if you're from customer care and I've gotten that wrong. The idea is that is to remove that repetitive nature. If I'm doing a repetitive action every day, I might as well leave that work to a computer to do it, right? So what we intend to do is have link the questions by reading the questions in natural language and converting them to try and infer what the customer is asking to pre-configured answers to those questions. It's not part of what we've developed on the prototype, but it's an idea on the extensibility. So I can't give you an exact implementation flow, but that's the general idea. Now you asked about languages. Currently, the API that we're using for languages is Google Translate. Google Translate does not have Sheng, so we currently don't support that, but it's an idea of something to pursue moving forward. I'm trying to remember your other questions. Sorry? Yes. If you have multiple accounts and you want to do an account on one transaction, yeah, account numbers. Account numbers are unique identifiers, so you can say, transfer funds from account number 123 to account number 456.
Okay.
Yeah.
I work with Faulo,
yes.
And what we are looking for is a mass market.
Okay.
Whereby we have group business and all that. And this functionality sounds to be a very cheap functionality on the far end. On that end, how well can we help to enrollment of customers through the same platform, whereby we integrate with the IPRS and CRB? Are there those kind of functionality?
Yes. That specific functionality is not built in, but I pointed out that the extensibility of the platform and the third-party integrations. So it is something that can be built into it. It's not existent as it is, but it can be built into it. Which reminds me of your user onboarding question. Now, user onboarding is basically how we get the user details. So we have SMS, same channels, SMS, Twitter. We can probably introduce USSD for that purpose only, and it's basically collecting the user information, linking the Twitter handle to your Citi identity, your Uber account to your Citi identity. It's basically collecting information. That's it. It's as simple as that. Yeah.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together. This has been fantastic.
Thank you.